yesterday I worked on cutting the boards down to size and the length as well. And for whatever reason, I guess I had a brain boo-boo. I didn't think about recording anything yesterday, so I apologize for that. What I do have for layout purposes, I have center line of all the boards all the way up top to bottom, so I have them all lined up center wise. And then I also have markings right here, and that's so that I have the hangers all in the same location all the way down, so that the sign does hang in a balanced form. So the next step will be installing the eyelets into each of the boards. So hang on, I'll be right back. All right, the next step in the process is we're going to start installing these eyelets into the tops and bottoms of all the boards, except the last board. It'll only get them on in the top. And the way I start this is I use what's called a live center punch. If you listen, when that poke like that, it pokes into the board and gives me a starter hole so that I can drill the pilot holes in the exact spots. And that way I get a good clean hole and we don't tear anything up. So what I do is I look for the center line right here, and I try to go about in the center of the board, and it's just a push down. And I don't know if you can see that hole in there or not, but it's just a little hole that it pushes in there. And like I said, it's just about in the center, and it's just a spring-loaded push down. And then I'll do one on the bottom side as well. Again, I try to stay about in the center of it. Center of the board width ways, or thickness ways. Okay. Let's do this one right here too. There's pretty good. Okay, and that gives me the pilot hole. Now I'll come back and I'll just drill the hole in here little ways. What that does is, like I said, it gives me a hole so that I don't tear up the board when I screw the eyelet in. And it just keeps from tearing everything up. Okay, so the next step in is to go ahead and start screwing the eyelets in. I just start twisting them in. And being this is cedar, it goes in fairly easy. Cedar's a pretty soft wood. And you can almost twist them all the way in the majority of the time. And it'll be good for right there. Now this top set of hooks right here will actually receive the chains that are going to hang this one from the wall. Okay. Okay. Now these are going to receive the matching little S hooks that's going to connect all the boards together. So this will hang as one whole sign on the wall. And that's the easiest way to hook them all up. And of course, this is just a dry fit run, what we call a dry fit run, to make sure that everything is going to work right. And that one's a little bit harder. And I'll have to remove all these when it actually comes time to start putting them up, so that I can paint them and everything. But this gives you an idea of how it's going to work. And then the next ones right here, we'll have them and then I have some S hooks that'll hook between the two and you kind of link those all together. So I'm going to continue putting these in together, and I'll be back just momentarily, and I'll hook them all up and we'll show you how that's going to work. So I'm going to finish putting the rest of these eye hooks in off camera, so I'll be right back. This should give you an idea of how the sign's going to look when it's hanging in the History Center. I use cedar for the boards. That makes it lightweight, easy to hang on the wall, and also makes it easy to transport when the sign is carried to the various class reunions. Again, I want to thank the Angleton Alumni Association and the History Center of the Angleton Independent School District for reaching out to me and asking me to make this sign for the center. Obviously, I still need to do the painting, so the boards again will be painted purple. The letters will be white, following the same format of the original sign that hung in the gym for all those years. So in my next video, I'll be doing the painting, and then I'll have a wrap up with the finished product. So again, thanks everybody for stopping by, and we will see y'all in the next one.